And we'll go now to Barry on line 1. Hello, Barry.
How you doing tonight, sir?
Very good.
Calling in about a couple of callers back. They're talking about tailings pond and sandy pond, is it?
Sandy pond, yep.
Yeah, that stuff is not good at any time, but going into a pond where, fish should be, I know they're diverting the fish out of there.
The fish are gone, yeah.
Should never be taking fish out of their environment, which is natural, and putting them into something that's man-made and unnatural.
Well, I think they've actually gone to other ponds and stuff, as best I can understand. So there's not enough oversight with these projects outside of the contractor who's doing it or the company that's doing it. There's not enough oversight over the engineering firms. Should be a different body completely, not even tied to government, not tied to the company, not tied to the engineering safety and environmental firm. It shouldn't be anyone tied to them at all. It should be separate from them, overseeing them to make sure that all laws are abided by environmentally, safety, and any other laws that need to be abided by. But it just seems like with these projects, there's no law. You can do whatever you want. You can just completely do whatever you want. It doesn't matter what the end result is, as long as the check passes across the table. And we as government get as much money as we can out of that project. Damaging wildlife, fish, agriculture, anything, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't seem like they care. And it seems like it's getting worse as time goes on. I think that the federal government has passed it down, and the provincial government has adopted it. Where have you heard of where all the waterways were taken away from any type of people, including the Aboriginal people, and taken away, and no one has no say or consultation in the matter. You look at Muskrat Falls. They went into Goose Bay. I think it was 1 or 2 days, and it was a very quick turnaround in there and out. And goes back to what you were saying earlier. Less consultation, less feedback from or uproar from communities. There's no question that they wouldn't do it at all. They prefer not to have any of that whatsoever. Just go ahead and do it. They've made up their minds. They have an opinion on it. They have a philosophy, and this pond is certainly worthwhile sacrificing their minds for the remuneration it's going to bring. And that might even make a little bit of sense, I suppose, in some perspective, if you could guarantee that all that toxic material is going to actually be contained. But I don't believe that, and I don't know what the fallout is, and that uncertainty is what really bothers me. We need to clue up really quickly if we can, because we've got to go to break.
You look at Alberta. The oil sands, they got to make sure that no wildlife gets in there and eats or drinks anything out of that pond. And down in Voisey Bay, a pure example of not the same kind of atmosphere or thought to wildlife or agriculture or fish. They just turn around and do whatever they want, and the nets are not even they're not even to be seen down in Voisey Bay. So it's a different way of thinking. Yeah. It seems like you go anywhere past Halifax. If
they're making the oil sands guys making them look like the good guys, then there's something definitely wrong. And mind you, the guy, they didn't do anything until they absolutely had to and were exposed either. Barry, we really have to go to break. I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there.
Yeah, at the end of the day, these they are making them look like saints, and you talk to anyone that comes from the oil sands, right down from safety to environmental. They're way up ahead of Newfoundland and Labrador laws.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.